All right, so Jordan Sitz here with Kevin Moranz Racing. I'd say the biggest thing for our program would be parts. We don't have a huge budget, so we reuse a lot of stuff. The engine we swapped out at Phoenix, mainly just right after free practice. We had a counter sprocket seal went out, so we just swapped engines real quick, and we've been on that one since. And it's actually a stock engine with a recluse clutch and a ECU and a pipe. So yeah, it's nothing crazy. It's just longevity is good, so probably use it.
Hey guys, I'm Kris Fagala, Next Level Racing, and I want to tell you a little bit about our program today. We are what I like to call us a ministry disguised as a race team, or a mentoring program disguised as a race team. We're a farm team where we get factory support, but we're here to help guys literally get to the next level in lots of different areas of their racecraft, of their life, including like fitness, nutrition, sleep, recovery, mental toughness, where they are spiritually, if that's important to them, relationships, finances, everything. We believe that if a rider is balanced in lots of different areas, then he's going to do the best that he can possibly do out on the track and on race day. So we just spend a lot of time and focus a lot on developing these guys into strong and fit young men. And we help them as much as we can. Our desire really is to get them to the next level in their career and racing. So we got this race team. We do all 17 rounds of Supercross. We have 4 guys on our team this year. A couple of them have made some main events. All of them are making the night shows now. And we're just trying to help them progress every week. We don't really focus on results from the guys. We're focused more on progress, and we kind of track that progress throughout the season. And again, in all those areas that I talked about, fitness, nutrition, sleep, recovery, mental toughness, and obviously the racecraft. And we track that and just want to see progress every week from them. So that's kind of what our program is designed around and designed to do. I want to push them off at some point to a team that can pay them a salary and they can really do well on, and that's what we're about. Yeah, so our team is officially 3 years old. This is our 3rd year. My wife and I were doing ministry with athletes for about 2 years before that. And then before that, we were doing ministry with college students for about 10 years in Texas. Our team is a nonprofit team. Nobody on our team gets paid, and everybody that shows up on the weekends is a volunteer. So we've got a guy named Michael Lewis that's an expert in fitness and nutrition and mental coaching. He shows up. We got a guy named Chris that shows up and helps coach and mentor riders and helps them with the spiritual side. We have guest speakers that come in every weekend and do a talk for us. Sometimes it's me, sometimes it's other guys on our team. And so this team is built of a lot of people that have the resources to come and be here on their own dime and volunteer their time to help these young athletes grow into young men.
Oh, I mean, driving to the round gets tricky. I mean, planning everything out. Honestly, riding in between the rounds is the hardest thing, having to go from one round to the next. And then especially when there are a lot of back and forth, at least when they're planned out and you can go one direction and then from there hit a couple rounds and then come back home, it's not too bad. But heading from far west coast to far east coast, then head right back home, gets tricky. So you got to kind of plan it out, and that's where picking and choosing what rounds you actually do comes into play, because it makes no sense sometimes to go back and forth. It's tricky enough to find a Supercross track to ride, period, half the time, especially with the weather. Like in SoCal, we haven't had the most ideal weather this year, so haven't been doing too much riding. But yeah, as soon as you start traveling, I mean, you leave the race Sunday, and then you're loading into the race on Thursday. So by the time, I only have one bike as well. So by the time my brother frames the bike, gets it all cleaned up, I mean, you're pretty much Tuesday. So I mean, it leaves you one day to ride if you're lucky. So just kind of winging it.
Yeah, so my name's Nick Nisbet. I'm from Central Coast of California, right there at San Luis Obispo, and racing the 250 West class. And I actually sell real estate for a living, and that's my day job, but don't want to give up racing just yet. So continue to keep racing and try to practice during the week as much as I can in between work and stuff, and then make it to the West Coast rounds, doing all the West Coast rounds this year. And yeah, just trying to have fun. Got my buddies here with me and my girlfriend, and we're just traveling. I picked up a motorhome this year, and Just kind of having a blast, trying to see some sights along the way and do some racing and try to get some results, you know, while we're at it.
Hi, my name is Cari Schehr, and I run host Grindstone Kawasaki. My riders Dylan Walsh and Max Sanford. Max was actually a fill-in for Dylan because Dylan had an accident at A1, and he's healed 100%, and we're pretty much ready to go. It's been a lot of effort to get here. Yeah, so I decided to run the team. It's something I wanted to do for like 15 years. I had mentioned in the past that I was originally going to do the team for my son Gage, and then Gage got hurt, ironically, at Seattle, and here we are back. But I decided my passion and everything, and decided just to continue with the team. And Dylan was a great pick in the beginning. It was a one-rider team in the beginning, and then filled in, like I said, with Max. And then Max performed really well, and we signed him for the rest of the season. So now we have a 2-rider team, and excited about it. Yeah. So I do everything. I run Grindstone Compound. It's a training facility in Marietta, and then also do the team. I train all my guys, both of my guys here. Also Robbie Wageman, Duran Stapleton. And then I have a handful of amateur guys that I work with also. So I do all their fitness, all their training at the track, everything. So is it fun? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun, right? It's a lot of work. I really enjoy working with the guys, and I like to see the progress. I think that's the most fun, is to see the results. You know, after we've worked really hard, and you know, in the beginning of the season we had a really good base built. So, like I said, unlucky for Dylan that happened at A1, but I really feel like, you know, there's a lot of potential in both of the guys starting for the second half of the season. So
what's up? My name is Scott Meshey from St. Augustine, Florida, racing the 450 class under the Watkins Lighting and Sign 450 KTM. Well, it depends on parts. You know, for privateers, of course, we rely a lot on the companies to help us. Thankfully, we have really amazing people out here that work in the moto industry that help make stuff happen. But in a lot of cases, we really try to make stuff last as much as we can. We also like to run a lot of stock stuff. Like, you know, when it comes to a 450, we really don't do a lot as far as like motor work and stuff like that. Maybe some mapping and stuff like that. Run some race fuel. Thankfully, I work with some really awesome guys like ETS Racing Fuels to make the bike a little more powerful. But you know, more like wear parts, like of course, you know, our oils, our air filters, you know, if we have a mutter, you know, of course we have to make sure that the clutch is good, or most times we'll just replace it if need be. But you know, sprockets and stuff like that, that's really the big thing that we're going through. Oh geez, well, here's the thing is I have a lot of really amazing people under my tent and in my corner. Really have to give a huge shout out to the guys at Motormatic Racing for an amazing dual injector system, which that is the power mod that I do run, is the dual injector system with ETS Racing Fuels and a Yosh pipe. Have to thank, of course, Chez Race Gear. Of course, they've been working with me for 6 years, and they've been absolutely amazing. Of course, Pirelli tires are getting the power to the ground. I mean, just everybody that's in my corner that makes what I do possible, just cannot thank them enough. Watkins Lighting and Sign, BuckeyeLED.com, just everybody. Really appreciate it. Well, I will tell you what, Dirtrix is another amazing person, another amazing company that is behind what I do. And fun fact about this guy right here, this sprocket has been on for Supercross prep and has seen races since Arlington. I think that this sprocket has close to 20 hours on it of Supercross riding on a 450. No joke. Like, and the thing is it's not even like I'm not like even cheapskating on this. Like literally it just can last that long. Like they're just that amazing. I'm really watching it, keeping a close eye on it, making sure that of course it's not doing anything funky, and you know, if it starts to look like it needs to be replaced, of course it's going to be replaced. But Dirtrix really, like, dude, they are like the bona fide best sprocket that I have ever used. Like, it is incredible, long lasting, and as long as you keep up on your chain tension, they actually, what's crazy is for people that are buying these, they come with a 2-year warranty. So it's bulletproof.
Hey guys, this is Cheyenne Harmon. We're here in Seattle, round 11. A little cold, a little rainy today. Hopefully that holds off tomorrow, but yeah, just hanging out. Got my mechanic RJ getting the bike ready. Got a pretty cool bike this weekend with BG Creations coming on board as the title sponsor for this weekend. I'm sure a lot of you know he does cartoons for a lot of the big stars in the sport and does something for me as well. So excited to have him on board as our title sponsor this weekend.
Hey guys, I'm Grant Harlan, ride for Gizmo Mods, Rock River Yamaha. Biggest thing for me personally is bike work. You know, it's get the bike ready in the morning, go to the track, get done from the track, you know, either do gym, cycle, and then, you know, bike work and then all that stuff. So the bike work's probably the biggest thing that we have to do that factory guys don't. It's not super hard. You know, I get to fly to the races, so I ride Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday, Tuesday, or, you know, whatever the 2 days are best with weather and everything. But normally Tuesday, Wednesday, we get to ride. This will be my second year with the Gizmo Mods Rock River Yamaha team.
I'm Bubba Pauli, 30 years old, Edwardsville, Illinois. Owner and rider, madparts.com, Kawasaki Supercross race team. Been racing pro since 2014, so I've been at this a while. Here in Seattle today, man, I've had a lot of good races here, so I'm just coming off a shoulder injury, Dallas 4 weeks ago, so we'll see what happens. If I feel good, we'll go hard. If not, we'll maybe protect another week.
Kyle Carter, I'm here with HBI, Time Master Pools Mechanic. HBI, they're a good team, good Christian-based team. They've been really good to us. Ty's been looking good for his first season to Supercross, so just getting the bike ready for tech inspection. And I'm sure it's going to be a mudder here in Seattle. We'll have some mud precautions going in here and some backup motors as well, so it's looking good.
So basically what they're doing right now is they're going through our bike, making sure that we have all the stickers, all of our numbers are right, all of our foot pegs aren't going to fall off and all that stuff. And then we get our transponders and our sticker and we're good to race.
My name's Miles Anderson. I'm 34 years old. I'm from Oregon, born and raised in Oregon, and Supercross dirt bikes, it's my life. They keep me alive. Grew up riding, made bad decisions that led me to this, but I'm okay with that. You know, I'm still around the sport and it keeps me going, and I'm very thankful for all this stuff and appreciate it all. Let's see, 250 class, I'm going Kitchen. I like him. I like him on the Kawasaki a lot. I'm sorry, I like Jet a lot, but it's just ridiculous how good he rides. I want you to pinch me, bro, because I just can't believe it. Like, there's a factory star Yamaha right there, and it's named your boy Deegan's. Like, it's phenomenal. I mean, clutch is, yeah, it's just so cool, man. I love it.
Kevin Moranz beanie, are you a big fan of Kevin?
You know, I love that guy because he's so hustle on, like, getting to the sport. Like, you know, I want to race here, you know, put money out on this, you know, sign my bike, and he comes out like last year, pulls the whole shot here. Like, come on, Moranz, hell yeah. Come here and, you know, Frank, he's just, yeah, you want a beanie? Took me in, gave me a beanie. Like, I love that guy. I love those people. In 2016 was my first one, but it was just quick here, and there's a lot of problems with me. But I made it to Washougal in 2016, but had a heat stroke, made it there. But no, this is it. This is where it's gonna happen. I get to see all my people. I'm gonna get my Tomac goggles signed he gave me in 2016. I'm gonna get my RV picture signed. I'm living the dream, man. Life's beautiful. If you're feeling down, you can change it, man. Don't live with the attitude can't, because if you can't do something, you can figure out a way to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm Devin Simonson and ride for Rock River Gizmo Mods Yamaha. Yeah, so my training schedule, usually fly home from the race on Sundays, take a Monday off, and then try to get in Tuesday, Wednesday, weather depending, obviously, and then riding in gym work at Club MX Tuesdays, Wednesdays, like I said, and then try to fly out the Thursday again, depending on you know, if I have press day or whatever. But most time that's how it is. Take Monday off, Tuesday, Wednesday, try to ride and get some gym work in, and then Thursday back on a flight. Hopefully get some press day riding Friday, and then if not, I usually just try to fly in on Friday morning and get some bike work done, and then all over again the next week. Yeah, we have a badass group of guys riding. I mean, we got my teammate Brees, he's there. We got Kyle Peters, Luke Neese. I mean, obviously the club team, March Banks, Cody Schock, Jeremy Martin. And then actually recently, I think for the past 3 weeks or so, 2 weeks, Anderson's been there, Jason Anderson. So yeah, we have a badass group of guys riding, and yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Yeah, I mean, not only that, obviously, like you said, we're riding with, you know, the top guys, and then there's guys that are maybe not at the top, but pretty close. You know, they're 450 main event guys. So, yeah, it's good. And then even the tracks, like I I've never really rode in California, but just from the videos I've seen and stuff, I don't see it being too realistic as far as like race day wise. Obviously this year the tracks have been wet and not like a normal year, but yeah, I mean, club, like the tracks are legit. We have, let's see, 3 Supercross tracks, and they're all different layouts, different type of dirt. So I believe for me anyways, especially being from the Carolinas, it's you can't really beat it at all.
Hey guys, my name is Joe Kremko. I'm a mechanic for Cade Clayson at the Partzilla PRMX team. Been with the team for, this is going on year number 4, I believe. Been great, man. It's a non-factory funded team, but we have great support from guys like Partzilla. SOBMX has been crushing it. All the riders get to train there. All the mechanics live on site. We have a shop on site, which is awesome. Other people that help us do this, I mean, everybody helps a little bit, but Partzilla, SOB, I'd say Carlson helps a big bit with this too. And mainly PRMX, Julian Perrier owns the team. It's been awesome to me, gave me a chance to get my foot in the door at the industry. And like I said, I've been here three full years, going on the 4th one, and I love it.
You do it, ever.